What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I've got a video with the best tech products under the price of $200. It's another episode in our gift guide series for this month, so if you want to check out the other price points, I'm going to drop the link down below for the ones that we've done so far. But in this episode, we have some great accessories, as well as Bluetooth speakers, and pieces that you can add to your daily productivity, home theater, or desk setup that are all in the category of tech. As I mentioned in the other episodes, I'm giving away a PS5 on the channel for this holiday season, so if you want to enter, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below with your Instagram username on any of the gift guide series videos for 2022, and I'll be picking a winner and pinning the comment of which video the winner came from on December 20th. I am also going to be giving away some of the products featured in this video to some of you who commented down below on this episode. So as always, all the products are going to be linked down below, but let's just go ahead and get started. So this first product right here is the Backbone One PS5 edition. For any gaming fan out there, this is a really exciting collab because it is actually an official product that Backbone partnered with PlayStation for, and it is essentially a controller for mobile games that has like that theme and design of the PS5. The ergonomics overall are really good. You go ahead and clip your smartphone in, and even though there are many products like this on the market, this is one that is built very nicely. The joystick is really comfortable and easy to use, and the buttons are also very nicely designed, and I love like the translucent plastic touches with that little orange button on the corner here, and I also really like the feel of the trigger and bumper. I will admit I'm definitely not someone who plays a ton of smartphone games, but I feel like this is like the ultimate holiday gift at the price point of under $100. It just has a great feel to it. It also has like the lightning port right here that connects to your smartphone, and it also holds your phone in very securely, and there are a variety of games that are compatible with this system. So one of my favorite products of the year is the Logitech MX mechanical keyboard. It's available in both the mini option right here, as well as a larger one with the number pad, and I just love that Logitech has stepped into the mechanical keyboard space. They have been really good at productivity products such as the MX Master lineup and also the MX keys, and they all have really good features for creators and people who just want like a great ergonomic experience that is still really reliable and has great connectivity, and the mechanical aspect really does fill a space that has become extremely popular, and that is mechanical productivity keyboards. There's so many great options on the market, but I really like the Logitech ecosystem, and it is available in 3 different switch options. You can pick it based on the feedback that you would like, including a soft one, a more audible one, or just like a tactile one in the middle. And personally, I've been using the one with the brown switches. I really like the mini one because it just takes up the least space on my desk. I often have my color panel, and I just don't really need the number pad. And I also like how it goes with the MX Master mouse. It does also have a backlight, and the battery life is about 15 days, and with a 15-minute charge, you can get a full day of use. So this next accessory right here is the 12 South AirFly Pro. It is not new by any means, but as someone who flew a ton this last year, it is an accessory that you should definitely check out. It comes in at about $55, and it turns any 3.5mm jack into a wireless earbud. So just go ahead and charge it through the USB Type-C port here, and when you're on a plane, you can just plug into the port and connect stuff like your AirPods to it. And especially with how good the AirPods are, and specifically the AirPods Pro and the AirPods Pro 2, you really want to take advantage of the noise canceling features of your own earbuds. And so this is a very easy way to do it. Just go ahead and turn it on, connect your device to it, and bring it around anywhere, and you get that wireless experience wherever you go. You can connect up to 2 headphones at a time, so if you're sharing with someone, that is really handy, and it gives you over 16 hours of listening on a single charge. And also like how it has this loop here that allows you to ensure you don't get it lost, so you can just have this on your keychain, for example. It is a very self-explanatory accessory, but for anyone who travels a ton, this is a really good gift idea. So this next accessory right here is called the Wowstick. We always have a bunch of different tech products around the house that need fixing or assembly, and having access to a screwdriver is really awesome. But this one right here is motorized, and it charges very easily, and when you're not using it, you can just have it sitting on the base, but it's just very stylish. It's made out of this gunmetal finish that emulates space gray in a lot of ways, and it's a 64-in-1 set that comes with all the drill bits that you might need. It by no means is an accessory that you're meant to use on assembling like furniture or around the house. I would say that it has just enough torque for tech accessories where you wouldn't want to use a full-size drill when putting your computer together. I feel like it's just an amazing Swiss Army knife for anybody who is into tech and likes to tinker with different things. So before we move on, I want to give a huge thanks to the sponsor of this video, Omaze, who are known for having great sweepstakes that support a great cause. They're actually giving away a Hummer EV Edition 1, which is a very coveted electric car, but here's your chance to win one. Omaze launched as a mission to transform typical charitable giving, and they give people a chance to dream big and win once-in-a-lifetime prizes, all while helping nonprofits make their world a better place. And the sweepstakes is supporting Rebuilding Together. It makes essential repairs to help neighbors stay in their homes, and their work often goes beyond each home. They have local affiliates who are rooted in each community that work closely with community residents and leaders to revitalize them. Together, they create and execute plans to address some of the needs of each specific community, and through their work, they are also positioned to address the long-term recovery of communities struck by natural disasters. To date, Omaze has raised over $150 million for charity, with a goal to raise over $1 billion in a single year. So donations from these entries benefit Rebuilding Together. So if you want to go ahead and enter, I'm going to drop a link down below, and that is omaze.com/JustinSay. One company that has also been really interesting lately though is Nothing. They've been making earbuds and smartphones that I've been wanting to check out, but they have a few models of their earbuds. You go ahead and open this right here and you can see the translucent design. Just shows that from a design standpoint, they have gone completely a different direction from just like the boring, clean, white or black options that you find on the market. This right here is the earbud that is super comfortable when it comes to usage, has pretty good sound quality, and it comes in at a price point at around $100. And they also have another model which is integrated in a case that is cylindrical. I feel like that is also a very unique design approach, but this one right here is the first generation that is more of a simplified and traditional approach, but I think it's just really cool. And at this price point, you get great sound quality, great design, and gifts that are just a bit more unique than the traditional. But as I said, what I love about the truly wireless earbud market is that there are so many options nowadays at a variety of affordable price points. So this next product right here is one that I've recommended so many times on the channel, and it is a Logitech MX Master 3S. This is the new model for 2022, and I feel like you really can't go wrong with any of the past generations. But if you're looking for the best of the best, the 3S is available in both the standard option as well as one that is optimized for Mac. It comes in at just about $100 and gives you a DPI rating of up to 4,000. But what makes it so good is that the ergonomics are amazing, the customizability, the seamless usage, as well as the multiple device connectivity, and all looped together with the Logibolt system makes it the best all-around productivity mouse hands down. The battery life also lasts up to 70 days on a single charge, which is amazing. It's definitely not one that is good for gaming at all, but I do video editing, and having the horizontal scrolling has been amazing. And I also really like the silent click that they added in the S iteration for this year. Another really easy product to recommend is a solid SSD. For anyone who does a lot of creative work or has a ton of different files, you can never have enough of these drives sitting around. I probably have a dozen of them in the office. Whenever we travel, we need to back up the footage or have drives to edit off of, and just being able to use them throughout the team. I mean, this is just a very specific use case, but the ones that I've been personally using the most are from SanDisk. They have a few different models, some of which are more entry level and still get the job done and deliver fast SSD storage at a much more affordable price point. But there's also premium models that are not only more durable, such as the one right here with the metal reinforcement and the loop, but there's also one that is part of like their creative line that goes along with a lot of the other accessories that they have launched lately that we have been using around the office. The most important thing there is that these are fast. When it comes to editing video, especially large files, I don't want to wait all day for the files to transfer over on the backup, and these are just very reliable options, and they include the necessary cables to get the most out of each of these drives. For a 2TB model, you should be looking to spend just about $200, maybe a little bit less, but they do go on sale all the time, so just go ahead and keep an eye on it. But anything from SanDisk has been what we've been using around the office for quite a few years now, but we also have some Samsung T7s that have also been pretty durable, but I just like the way the hardware is built and like the reinforcements with the soft touch finish on the SanDisk lineup specifically. The next accessory is another one that I feel like is really good for anyone who travels a ton or already seems to have a lot of the tech gadgets and accessories, and that is the OrbitKey Nest. I'll be the first to admit, At the price point that it's offered at, it is not exactly the best value. It's a really simple product, but I do feel like it is quite effective in its design. Not only is it a wireless charging pad that allows you to set up a nice home base whenever you're traveling or just something to have on your desk, but the main essence of it is as you open up this loop here, you're able to customize the interior compartments to essentially have a bento box or a lunch kit style setup for all of your cables, accessories, and gadgets. Whether it is just like a USB Type-C cable, a lightning cable, as well as power bricks. I can also have like my Apple AirPods, for example, in here, and just close it up in a very organized form so you don't lose all your cables. So having something like this just keeps everything nice and contained, and it also looks very stylish. It's available in 2 different colors, and even though it is nice to have the wireless charging pad, I just don't find myself using it that much, but I'm sure some people will find it useful. So the next product right here is the new Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. It comes in at a price point just over $100, and for people who read and specifically want a device for reading only without all the other distractions that a full-fledged tablet like the iPad is able to offer, then this is a really good product, especially at its price. It's a digital e-reader with a 6.8-inch display, thin bezels, and also adjustable warm light, which is really important because if you're like reading at night, for example, you want to reduce the strain as much as possible, and I do find that tablets can often be very bright, and even in the night mode, it is still not quite enough to completely avoid eye strain over long periods of time. So I feel like that's the big benefit of e-ink display, and in this specific scenario, it just gives that very authentic experience that you know and love out of an e-reader. It gives you a 10-week battery life on a single charge, and it's also IPX8 waterproof rated, which is something that a traditional tablet is not able to give you. The display is also really pleasant. The 300 ppi resolution is nice and sharp, and there's also very little glare with a display like this. You just go ahead and load up your books. It is made for one specific reason, and I just love how light it is. I mean, you can essentially just stick this in your pocket if you'd like to, or take it around with you everywhere instead of, as I said, bringing a full-on tablet all the time. So after testing out a ton of Bluetooth speakers, there are a lot of great offerings on the market. But the thing is, you can get a lot of good speakers that are under $50 or $100 nowadays, and especially at this form factor, I feel like it is a very competitive space, which has a great number of options, and that is good for the consumer. If you're looking to spend a little bit more money though and getting great sound quality, my favorite one so far is still the Sonos Roam. It comes in at a price of about $170, but what's great about it is that it's just so compact, easy to bring around everywhere. It's available in black and white, but it gives you a very full and high quality sound experience at the form factor that it's offered at. Usually I would expect a speaker to be a little bit bigger to deliver a good amount of power and bass, but I find that this gives you the very traditional Sonos experience where it's very well balanced, the mids and highs are not neglected, but gives you just the right amount of bass. So if you really want that ultimate portable speaker to stick in your backpack, reliable connectivity, as well as an IPX resistant rating, but still looks pretty stylish and minimal, then the Sonos Roam is my recommendation. Beyond using Bluetooth, you also have Wi-Fi connectivity options, so you can go ahead and use it with the Sonos app, Apple AirPlay, as well as Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Just to cap off the whole ecosystem aspect, you can connect it to your Sonos system around the house, so it just becomes an additional speaker that you can set up to build that surround experience. So as someone who travels a lot, a very underrated accessory is something like this, a Kexi steamer. If you have a lot of clothes that get very wrinkly, or you're stuffing everything into a bag, you don't want your shirt to be completely wrinkled. And honestly, I'm too lazy to use like an iron, and so I find a steamer like this is a lot quicker. So whenever I can fit it, I would like to bring something like this. You can have this at home or on the go, but you go ahead and fill up the water reservoir. It's pretty self-explanatory, and from there, you're able to steam your clothes. It also looks pretty stylish, and whether that matters to you or not, it really depends, but it's really easy to use. You just have your controls on the back here as well as an on-off button, and I think it's just a very easy way, if you have like a lot of dressy clothes, to ensure that they aren't super wrinkly and look like they had just been in the bottom of the suitcase when you land. So with a big push of short-form social media content specifically filmed on smartphones, this is one that I think a lot of people should go ahead and pick up. I've always said that as any starting YouTube creator or anyone who's just looking to get into the content space in general, nowadays smartphones are the best tool that you're going to have. But of course, it comes with some limitations. Even though the iPhone, for example, has really good stabilization in action mode on the new iPhones, as well as in the general video mode, having a gimbal is still really handy to get that cinematic effect without having to go ahead and purchase something like a DJI and a full-size camera, because you really don't need that to get started. This is the best smartphone gimbal that I've tested out to date. I've used the DJI options as well as the Zhiyun ones, and the Zhiyun Smooth 5 is the one that I find supports the most weight, but it also has a lot of different additional features that I personally don't use, but you might. Just as a gimbal itself, it has been super effective, but in addition to that, you can connect it to the app and actually program different controls, adjust the focus, and all these different things. But just as a gimbal, I think it is the best option available. If you want to save some money, there are cheaper ones out there, but if you're looking for the very best, the Zhiyun Smooth 5 is my recommendation. Another product that I absolutely love that kind of crosses over into tech is a fellow Stagg EKG. I've literally purchased 3 or 4 of these, and I think it makes an incredible gift at the price point of about $130. They have it in a few different sizes and colors, but it is a kettle that has a very nice classic look and functionality to it, but it also has the tech element of literally having a single dial that you can just control to be able to set the temperature that you would like. The LCD display shows the temperature on there, but personally I just love the walnut and matte black one here. It is simply one of my favorite pieces of tech. Super simple, super fast when it comes to warming up the water, but it's these products that combine elements of technology as well as traditional design that really do get my attention nowadays. These next few products right here are from the creator lineup of Logitech, and it is the Litra and the Litra Beam. These are really good for streamers or anybody who records videos because it is a really fast and easy way to set up professional looking lighting in your own home. They made these accessories that are able to clip into your desk setup, and whether you have this clipped onto as a light bar for your desk for productivity usage or for streaming, you also have an option right here that you can maybe hook up to a secondary display to provide lighting in different angles. What is great about this is that it is just super simple. You have a USB Type-C connection on the back, and you can adjust the brightness as well as the color temperature to your liking, whether it is a warmer or cooler look. So it can serve as a practical light or as one that is set to a high Kelvin value that gives you the effect of a camera light while having a high enough CRI to avoid any flicker or weird color rendition when it comes to using traditional lights for your streaming setup or video recording. This model right here, being the Litra Beam, comes in at just under $100, and it gives you 400 lumens of brightness at a CRI value of 93. So being such a compact accessory that is very accessible in its price point, this is the easiest way to be able to level up your video recording quality or streaming quality at your home desk setup without having a huge light that is super ugly and takes up a ton of space. But thank you guys so much for watching this gift guide episode, and I feel like the $100 to $200 range is where you can find a lot of amazing products, and we have many more episodes to come, including 500 and under and also 500 and over, and that is where you get into the flagship products and the larger stuff such as the computers. As always, if you enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.